Good morning, sir.
How is it? Vishal,
Yes, sir.
what's your father's profession?
Sir, my father is self-employed. He is motor mechanic, sir,
Where?
in Guna district, sir.
In Guna district. You are in touch with Guna?
Yes, sir.
Staying there.
Huh?
Staying there only.
You
Huh?
are studying
sir.
in Dalsin
Not
College, no?
Currently, I am staying in Delhi
There.
For how long?
for last 4.5 years.
4
Yes. He is doing his BA from Dalsin. Guna has undergone some political changes.
Yes, sir.
Is there any reason?
Yes, sir. Sir, earlier Mr. Jyotiraj Scindia was a member of parliament from Guna, but in 2019, Krishnapal Yadav became elected as a representative of a member of parliament from Guna, sir. The main reason was of anti-incumbency against Mr. Jyotiraj Scindia.
Just anti-incumbents.
So anti-incumbency as well as Krishnapal Yadav was earlier member of Congress party and he knew the tactics and all the strategies and how Mr. Jyotiraj Scindia used to politics. So after that he joined BJP Krishnapal Yadav and he won by more than 1 lakh votes.
Okay. You are aware of the Chambal.
Yes, sir.
What is wrong there? And how the government is trying to tackle?
Sir, earlier Chambal was known for dacoity. Because of Rabine reason, it was very difficult for government to trace the dacoits and all. But now it is a stable area. Government has been CRPF personals and other CAPF personnel are placed there. And now the area is quite stable. Road buildings and other infrastructure building has been happening there.
Okay. You have been a student of political science.
Yes,
And your subject also is political science.
Yes.
And international.
Yes.
Do you feel that there should be a relook at the distribution of powers between the center and the states?
Sir, in what manner, sir?
Some subjects to be given to the states or some subjects should be given to the center. Do you feel there is some reason like that?
Sir, I think Constitution has very much clear in that sense. We know that Schedule 7 clearly have this provision of bifurcation, 3 lists, center list, state list and concurrent list, sir. And I think as many times as that India is a federal country, our constitution clearly mentions that India is not a federal country, it is a union of states. So definitely more power should be in the hand of union so that stability and integrity can be maintained, which is the most priority, security and integrity of the nation.
But with more and more regional parties
Yes, sir.
coming into the power in
Yes, sir.
states, there are demands like that.
Yes.
Like for example, this CAA.
Yes, sir.
Now state after state they are passing resolution that will not implement it.
Yes, sir.
Though citizenship is a central power. States do not have any power to grant or revoke citizenship. But they have been passing resolution that will not implement it. That is one. Second thing is revenue. Now states are grumbling that this GST, the funds are not devolving to the states in time or the amount agreed. So causing financial hardship in the states.
Sir, I think, sir, as far as CA is concerned, it is merely a political reason why states like Kerala, states like Madhya Pradesh, states like West Bengal are passing resolution against CA and going into the court under Article 131. Supreme Court clearly mentioned under Article 131 that you can't go into the Supreme Court because of the political reason. And in Madhya Pradesh versus State Union of India 2012, Supreme Court clearly mentioned that political ground should not be a reason to go into the court under Article 131, sir. And we know that citizenship is in the list, in the subject 17 of center list, so it's a clearly jurisdiction of union, and Parliament have passed the Citizenship Amendment Act. So I think, sir, state has to implement it no matter what. And as far as revenue is concerned, I think that the 15th Finance Commission as well as 14th Finance Commission have given the enough amount of 41% for the states so that they can manage their revenue and manage their all the schemes and all, because the centers other than the welfare scheme center also has this defense and security issues which center has to manage. The fund should be allocated in that sense also, in that matter also. So I think that the amount which center has is sufficient, and 15th Finance Commission has rightly 41% to the state rightly allocated.
Okay. This northeastern states,
Yes, sir.
earlier there used to be 7 sisters,
Yes.
now there is a brother also. Now there are 8 states, no? It is often said that they are lagging behind in development, they can't catch up with the development of the mainland. Do you have a vision how you will help the northeastern states to come up to?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think first, as far as international relations is concerned, we should focus on the Act East policy, because Northeast is very much connected to the Southeast Asia, to the East Asia, and to North Asia. So, in that manner, if we can able to develop special economic zone in Northeast, if we able to develop road like BIT, Bangladesh, India, Thailand, like colored and multimodal projects, like more emphasis on BIMSTEC, all these areas would able to develop or will lead to the development of northeastern region. Another thing is we should tackle the insurgencies, like recently Bodo Accord has been signed. All these things lead to greater encouragement of investors to invest in the northeast. Other thing, we know that northeast has hydrocarbon potential, so we should develop that sector also. And the last thing that is most important is to develop the tourism sector in northeastern region. We should promote tourism national level as well as international level, with emphasis on the natural beauty of northeast region.
Okay. Do you think that we are now surrounded by China? And do you feel America is using India to fight its battles with China?
Sir, we clearly know that we have different types of issues with China. We share border with China, and China has been emerging a major power. China wants Sino-centric world order. I think, sir, America, though it has been said that America is using India to tackle China, but I see in the perspective that India is managing USA, Japan and Australia in the manner to tackle China in the Indian Ocean and hold the Asia. I see in that way.
Okay, then China,
Yes, sir.
India relations. Have you heard the word Malabar exercise?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Sir, Malabar exercise is conducted between the 3 countries, Japan, India and America, sir, every year.
But this year we have invited Australia also.
Yes, sir.
But earlier we repeated request of Australia. We refused to entertain. Why?
Sir, earlier there was less emphasis on quadrilateral group, that is a group between Japan, India, America and Australia. But now I think there is more emphasis on the quad group, and Australia is a part of quad. So that I think we have invited, India has not resisted to invitation of the Australia in Malabar exercise.
Okay, then how you make balance with SCO?
Yes, sir. Sir, SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation Organization, in which India, Pakistan and China both are part. Sir, we have to see that 21st century is not a you can't go in one direction. You need to be pragmatic, you need to be multidimensional, because the world is becoming multipolar. So I think we have to manage, we have to walk tight on the tightrope, we have to manage our relation with both the China, USA and other major powers.
Vis-a-vis to America, when we say India is a strategic partner of America, do you think that America is also a strategic partner of India?
Yes, sir. I think, sir, because we have signed LEMO, Logistic Exchange Memorandum of Exchange with America in 2016. We have signed
So this lemma, it would fit America in more compared to India.
Sir, India is also a major power in Indian Ocean. So I think, sir, America wants to have a role in the Indian Ocean. So America also need help of India in Indian Ocean and strategic share of intelligence and all these things. So I think that India has also the same amount of role in the strategic partnership with America as America has.
Did America help anything related to the trade deal?
To India?
Yes.
Yes, sir. America gave 6-month waiver under the CARSA to India. As well as America gave waiver with relation to Chahawar port to India, as well as.
But at the same time, America gave waiver at Chahawar port and invaded over Iran.
Yes, sir.
Then at the same time, we will lose our every investment there. What kind of waiver it is?
Sir, this is happening because of Mr. Trump policy, sir. I think as far as relation with Iran and America is concerned, we have to walk very tightrope, and in this manner, our interest lies to have friendly relationship with both Iran and America.
So, in the purchase of S-400,
yes, sir.
Would America consider the same waiver to India?
So it has to be seen, sir.
What is expectation?
So expectations are America do not want to give waiver with S-400 because according to America, all the equipment, major equipment of Russia are interconnected, and if we get S-400, then definitely
will jeopardize the security of
yes,
America also. For the last question, Vishal, tell me one thing. Article 32 of the Constitution
yes,
and 2 to 6. How Article 2 to 6, 226 and then Article 32. How the powers of the High Court and Supreme Court can be balanced?
Article 32 gives power to Supreme Court to issue writ, as well as Article 226 also give power to High Court to issue writ with respect to fundamental right as well as with other matters. So in this manner, the jurisdiction of High Court is more than the Supreme Court.
What is more?
What's it?
What is more power to High Court?
More power with respect to, sir, High Court can issue writ in other matters also, in common matters also, but Supreme Court can issue the power with respect to fundamental, writ only with respect to fundamental. But the jurisdiction as far as area is concerned is more of Supreme Court, less of High Court, because High Court is concerned to the state.
Who is having the power for remedial enforcement regarding the writ?
So I think I can guess that Supreme Court only has powers.
And High Court can issue it not for remedial enforcement. If there is infringement in the fundamental right, does High Court can have the power to go for remedial enforcement?
So I have to read on that.
Vishal, you studied in Delhi College.
Yes.
There was some controversy regarding name change.
Yes.
Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Sir, Dayal Singh College manage its thing in two parts, sir. Dayal Singh College morning and Dayal Singh College evening. So Dayal Singh College evening has been named as Vande Mataram College, and students were protesting against this name changing because according to students, Dayal Singh College has been since 1925 in so they want that the name should remain same, sir.
What was the controversy actually, sir, is asking? What is it? Why this controversy arises all of a sudden?
Because
Someone comes up saying that this is my college, not yours college.
sir, I think the name change was the major reason why the students were protesting. They do not want to the name should be changed. They did not
What
want.
was the controversy behind name change? This is what we are asking you. Why this controversy arises unnecessarily?
Who was Dayal Singh?
Dayal Singh Manjeetia was the founder chairman of Punjab National Bank, sir.
Majithia.
Manjeetia.
Imagine.
He started He started Tribune newspaper. He was a social activist in Punjab. He was also associated with Indian Association.
Fine, sir.
Okay. Information practices was one of the subjects in 12th.
Yes, sir.
In the present scenario, information technology has made long strides. So how can you name 4 or 5 advancements of IT sector?
Sir, artificial intelligence or
No.
information technology?
Information technology में जो हुए हैं, whatever developments have taken place in IT sector.
Sir, one is business processing outsourcing, which is very much in vogue in India, and India has been developing a lot because of this. Sir, other thing, data processing is one of the becoming an emerging sector. Data economy, whole data processing, data storaging, data managing, all these things. And one major thing of security related information technology, which is to secure the privacy of citizens and all.
So what is being done to protect your privacy? What government has done or what laws have been made? Are you aware?
Sir, one is IT Act, which has been amended in 2008. Another is we have National Critical Information
Amended in 2008.
amended in 2008
What?
and enacted in 2000.
So what was the amendment?
Sir, I can guess, I'm not sure. So Section 66A was amended, which was related to freedom of speech on social media.
Supreme Court struck it down.
Yes.
Okay. Have you heard the term zoonosis? ZOONOSIS, zoonosis. No?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So I'm not sure. I can. Zoonosis, when disease is spread from animal to human, that is called, I think, zoonosis.
Right. So coronavirus is also a zoonosis.
Yes, sir.
The people say that 5G is coming to India. 5G technology is coming. We are very excited that internet speed will go up like anything. But don't you think it will give rise to more health hazards? More towers will have to be put up and lot of infrastructure. Will it not harm the interests of public?
So I think we always see technology as double-edged sword. Technology, if technology has certain advantage as well as it has certain disadvantage at the same time. So as far as 5G technology is concerned, definitely it will increase speed by many fold. But government should ensure that, I think that internet should be via satellite, as SpaceX is trying this, American SpaceX, that internet should be via satellite only, so that we do not need the towers by which we are harming environment, animal and by other biodiversity. So we should do more research in this field to have internet directly from satellites.
That is a long term proposal. It will take time to switch over to satellite future.
Vishal, you were made the house captain in your school.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think you were made the house captain?
Sir, I was in 12th class that time, and a person from 12th class, first thing is a person from 12th class to be made. And I was good in academics, I was good in sports, and I regularly participate in assembly. That is why I was made house captain.
But certainly you must have had some leadership quality.
Yes.
What leadership quality did you have?
So as house captain role, sir, first thing you have the managing skills, because when I was house captain, each week was assigned to different houses and we have to manage assembly. Who will give special item, who will give other players.
Okay, define a good leader.
Sir, I think the good leader is one who coordinate and facilitate, and good leader is one who do not only do but who also make others do. That is the main quality.
Like compulsion. Even military commanders make others do by order. But is that the only quality of a leader? To make someone do?
So definitely leader has power. So, but we have to understand power in two terms, as I study in political science: power over and power to. Power to is facilitative term of power, that is positive power. A leader has the quality to encourage other, so that he should walk the talk, he should not be hypocrite, so that other can also see that, look, my leader is doing this, so I should also do that. And definitely there are 10% people in the organization who will not obey, who will definitely have hardcore ideology, but there are and 10% who are very much honest, but 80% people are always there in organization whom you can mold in any way you want if you are a good leader.
Okay. You are a student of political science. Have you read this book, Politics in India?
Yes, sir.
You read it?
Oxford Campaign Politics in India.
Who has written
Pratap Bhanu Mehta, I think.
Politics in India? Have you heard of Rajni Kothari?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think he has written it.
Yes.
Unless some other titles has come up. So, when you read this book, he gave a particular characterization of politics in the 1960s and 70s. How would you describe it?
Sir, in 1950s he gave concept of Congress system in his book. And after that he gave the concept of factions within the Congress. And in 1960s, mainly 1969, he gave the concept of decline of Congress system. So all these were the major contribution of Rajni Kothari from his book Politics.
So, if the 1960s and 70s was, say, one party dominance, Congress party dominance, can we say today is the BJP dominant system?
So I think BJP has been dominating at the center, but there is emergence of regional parties. Regional parties are very much dominant within some regions. For example, AIDMK and DMK in Tamil Nadu, Communist Party in Kerala, Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, and all these parties.
Okay. Last question. You know, Rajpakshe, he's here. What's his full name?
Mahendra Rajpaksha,
And there's another brother of his.
Godwai Rajpaksha.
Do you think we have a particular trait in South Asia, dynastic politics? Do you think?
So, to some extent, we have to accept that dynasty politics is there.
Give an example in each of the South Asian countries.
So, in India, Congress party is an example of dynasty politics. Rajiv Gandhi, then Sonia Gandhi, then Rahul Gandhi. And in Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, Mrs. Sheikh Hasina, earlier his father, I forget his name. Mujibur Rahman, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And Pakistan, Benazir Bhutto and his father, her father, sorry.
Nepal?
Sir, Nepal, earlier the whole dynasty of king, which were ceremonial head of Nepal.
Thank you.
Okay, you've been studying in their college.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I would like to ask you, why can't we run technical programs like BBA, MBAs, and DU rather than having this humanities and commerce and science stream every time? We don't have any, we've not, changed ourselves, especially Delhi University.
Delhi University, because of its culture of having specialization in humanity. But sir, Delhi University has been evolving. For example, there are certain colleges affiliated to for ACBR, Ambedkar College for Biomedical Research. There are other astrophysics department has been also opened in Delhi University. So I think that Delhi University has been progressing in the direction to become more inclusive.
But if you see that most of the students are moving towards BBAs and MBAs and such sort of program these days, they're all looking for private universities and colleges. Why this?
So first thing, as a student, you have mentioned that students are departing from the humanities subject because of lack of scope. Either humanities, either you can go in the government job, reality is that, or you can go in the academics. But there is less scope for research field in research and other purposes in humanities. If we take example of America, if you do research in policy or some administrative related work, you can directly affiliate it to the government. You can work in Pentagon, you can work, but this is not the culture in India. But as we know that government has been planning to have lateral entry and also open the lateral entry in some sectors. So I think that in future, definitely the scope for humanities will increase.
What is your opinion about lateral entry in government?
I think to some extent lateral entry is good for the specialization, but I think for only some extent, because I think that more than the specialization, what is needed in civil service is generalization. You must be the specialized in managing human beings, not in managing things in civil services.
Okay, last. What happened? You dropped your science stream all of a sudden and moved on to humanities after doing good in your school. You didn't opt for engineering or any other, though you were also having biology background or medical.
Sir, truly speaking, I was not sure what to do with in future in up to 12th class. In 12th class, I studied in 𝐀𝐝𝐦𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐸. We didn't have permanent teacher, so we went our district magistrate there and we asked her to please enroll some good teacher. But he didn't find, and he started teaching us. So I was very much influenced by that, and I decided to have career in civil services after that. And I found that syllabus of political science and international relationship in DU very much overlap with the GS syllabus of.
You did not try for IITs and NEET?
No, sir, I didn't try.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.